Part 3, Cultivating a Resilient Money Mindset. Chapter 7, Setting Intentional Financial Goals. Welcome to Part 3, where we shift our focus from understanding the why behind our money behaviors to actively shaping our financial future. We've uncovered the hidden scripts, explored our financial autobiography, examined common money personalities, and navigated the emotional traps of fear, greed, and the paradox of choice. Now, it's time to channel that awareness into powerful, positive action. We begin with a cornerstone of financial success, setting intentional financial goals. It might seem obvious, but many people drift through their financial lives without clearly defined objectives. They might have vague desires, I want to be rich, or I want to be comfortable, but these desires lack the clarity and power to truly drive behavior. Think of it like setting sail without a destination. You might wander aimlessly, buffeted by winds, never quite reaching a shore of your choosing. Moving beyond vague desires to smart goals. To transform a hazy dream into an actionable target, we need to make our goals smart. This acronym stands for S. Specific. A vague goal like, save more money, isn't enough. How much more? For what purpose? A specific goal would be, save $10,000 for a down payment on a house. The more precise you are, the clearer your target becomes. M. Measurable. How will you know if you've achieved your goal? Become financially free is hard to measure. Accumulate an investment portfolio generating $5,000 per month in passive income is measurable. Breaking down large goals into smaller, measurable milestones, e.g., saving $500 per month, provides tangible progress markers. A. Achievable. While it's great to dream big, your goals should be realistic given your resources, income, and time frame. Aiming to save $1 million in a year on an entry-level salary might lead to frustration and giving up. An achievable goal stretches you but doesn't break you. R. Relevant. Your financial goals should align with your broader life values and aspirations. Saving for retirement is relevant if you envision a secure, comfortable later life. Investing in a business is relevant if you dream of entrepreneurship. If a goal doesn't resonate with what truly matters to you, your motivation will quickly wane. T. Time-bound. A goal without a deadline is just a wish. Save for a car is open-ended. Save $20,000 for a car by December 31, 2026, provides a crucial sense of urgency and a target to aim for. Deadlines create accountability and help you plan your steps backward. By applying the SMART framework, you turn a wish into a roadmap. Instead of, I want to invest, you define, I will invest $200 every month into a low-cost index fund to build a retirement portfolio of $1 million by age 65. This level of detail empowers you to create concrete steps. Connecting financial goals to personal values and life purpose. Here's where the psychology of wealth truly intertwines with practical finance. A goal is just a number until it's infused with meaning. When your financial goals are deeply connected to your personal values and life purpose, they become incredibly powerful motivators. Think about it, saving for a down payment isn't just about accumulating money, it's about creating a stable home, building equity, or providing a safe space for your family. Investing for retirement isn't just about a balance in a brokerage account, it's about the freedom to pursue passions in your later years, to travel, to spend time with loved ones, or to leave a legacy. Identify your core values. What truly matters to you? Is it security, freedom, contribution, creativity, adventure, family, health, integrity? Take a moment to reflect on what drives your most important life decisions. Align goals with values. Once you're clear on your values, ensure your financial goals serve them. If freedom is a core value, then building a passive income stream or achieving financial independence becomes a highly relevant and motivating financial goal. If contribution is key, then a goal of funding a charity or supporting a cause will light a fire within you. Visualize the why, don't just focus on the dollar amount. Focus on what that dollar amount enables. What does financial freedom look like for you? What experiences will you have? What kind of life will you live? This emotional connection provides a wellspring of motivation when discipline feels hard. When your money is working for your deepest values, managing it stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like an essential step towards living a life of purpose. The power of visualization and affirmation in achieving financial objectives. Beyond setting clear goals and connecting them to your values, two powerful mental practices can significantly enhance your ability to achieve them: visualization and affirmation. Visualization: this is the practice of mentally rehearsing the achievement of your goals. It's not magic, but it leverages how our brains work. When you vividly imagine reaching your financial milestones, seeing yourself in your dream home, feeling the peace of financial independence, experiencing the trip you've saved for, you create mental pathways that make that reality seem more attainable. It sharpens your focus, reinforces your commitment, and helps you identify opportunities you might otherwise miss. Dedicate a few minutes each day to truly feel what it's like to have achieved your financial goals. Engage all your senses. Affirmation: these are positive, present-tense statements that declare your goals as if they are already happening or are in the process of happening. For example, I am consistently saving $500 per month towards my house down payment, or I am making smart investment decisions that grow my wealth. Say them aloud, write them down, repeat them. Affirmations reprogram your subconscious mind, reinforcing positive beliefs about your financial capabilities and the likelihood of achieving your objectives. They help counteract those old, limiting money scripts we discussed in Chapter 1. The combination of SMART goals, value alignment, visualization, and affirmation creates a potent formula. It transforms abstract numbers into tangible desires, infuses them with emotional power, and trains your mind to operate in alignment with your financial aspirations. This is the first proactive step in building a resilient money mindset, one that is not just reactive to fear and greed, but actively shaping your desired future. In our next chapter, we'll build on this foundation by exploring the essential ingredient of consistent action, financial discipline and healthy money habits. Chapter 8: Building Unshakable Financial Discipline. We've clarified our financial goals, connecting them to our deepest values and even visualizing their achievement. But a goal, however well-defined, remains a dream without consistent action. This chapter is about transforming those intentions into tangible progress, by building unshakable financial discipline. Discipline often gets a bad rap. We tend to associate it with deprivation or struggle. But in the context of money, true discipline isn't about constant willpower, it's about setting up systems and habits that make good financial choices easy and automatic. It's about building a financial fortress, brick by brick, through consistent, repeatable actions. Developing healthy habits, budgeting, saving, investing consistently. At the heart of financial discipline are three fundamental, interconnected habits. 1. Budgeting, or mindful spending. This isn't about restricting yourself to ramen noodles. It's about consciously directing your money. A budget is simply a plan for where your money goes. It's a tool for awareness, allowing you to see if your spending aligns with your values and goals. The habit: regularly tracking your income and expenses. This could be daily, weekly, or monthly, using an app, a spreadsheet, or even just pen and paper. The key is consistency. Knowing where your money goes empowers you to make intentional choices, rather than wondering where it all went at the end of the month. The mindset: shift from a mindset of restriction to one of freedom through control. When you budget, you give yourself permission to spend on things you value, because you know you're also covering your essentials and saving for your future. 2. Saving consistently. We often treat saving as an afterthought, what's left over. But for unshakable financial discipline, saving must become a priority. The habit: making saving a regular, non-negotiable part of your financial routine. Whether it's 5%, 10%, or 20% of your income, commit to setting it aside. Think of your savings as a critical bill you pay yourself first. The mindset: view savings not as money lost, but as money invested in your future self. Every dollar saved is a vote for your future freedom, security, or dreams. This positive framing transforms a perceived sacrifice into an act of self-empowerment. 3. Investing consistently. Saving is essential, but investing is where your money truly starts to work for you, compounding over time. The habit, regularly contributing to your investment accounts, regardless of market conditions. This is the essence of dollar-cost averaging, which smooths out market fluctuations over the long term. It's about consistent action, not trying to time the market. The mindset, cultivate a long-term perspective and patience. Understand that investing involves ups and downs, but consistent contributions over years, even decades, are what build substantial wealth. Embrace the power of compounding as your silent partner. The role of routine and automation in removing friction. The secret to consistency in these habits isn't ironclad willpower, it's routine and automation. Your brain loves efficiency. When you turn a task into a routine, it requires less mental energy and decision-making. When you automate it, it requires almost none. Routine, establish specific times for financial check-ins. Maybe every Sunday morning you spend 15 minutes reviewing your budget. Or on the first of the month, you sit down to plan your spending for the next 30 days. Creating a dedicated time and space makes it part of your normal rhythm. Automation is your superpower. This is where modern finance truly helps us overcome our psychological hurdles. Automated transfers. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings, investment, and debt repayment accounts immediately after you get paid. If you never see the money in your checking account, you're less tempted to spend it. This is the ultimate pay yourself first strategy. Direct deposits, if possible, have a portion of your paycheck directly deposited into a separate savings or investment account, bypassing your main spending account entirely. Automatic bill pay, ensure all your recurring bills are set up for automatic payment. This eliminates late fees, reduces financial stress, and frees up mental bandwidth. Subscription management, regularly review and cancel unused subscriptions. Automated payments are great, but automate only what you truly need and use. By automating, you bypass the paradox of choice, you've already chosen, and sidestep the lure of instant gratification, the money for savings is already gone. You're essentially pre-committing to your future self, making good financial choices the default path. Strategies for overcoming procrastination and maintaining consistency. Even with routines and automation, we're human. Procrastination and a lack of consistency can still creep in. Here's how to combat them. 1. Start small and build momentum. Don't try to overhaul your entire financial life overnight. Pick one small habit, maybe tracking spending for a week, or saving just $10 a week. Success, no matter how small, builds confidence and creates momentum. Celebrate these small wins. 2. Identify your triggers and barriers. When do you usually procrastinate on financial tasks? Is it when you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed? Once you identify the trigger, you can create a strategy. If you avoid budgeting because it feels tedious, can you find a more engaging app? If you put off investing because it feels complex, can you set up a simple automated transfer into an index fund? 3. Use if-then planning. This is a powerful psychological trick. Decide in advance what you will do when a specific situation arises. If I get paid, then I will transfer X amount to savings before I do anything else. If I'm tempted to make an impulsive purchase, then I will wait 24 hours before buying. 4. Find an accountability partner. Share your financial goals and habits with a trusted friend, family member, or mentor. Simply knowing someone is aware of your intentions can provide an extra layer of motivation and support. 5. Focus on the why. Revisit your goals when motivation wanes, reconnect with the bigger picture. Review your SMART goals, visualize your desired future, and remember the values that drive you. This intrinsic motivation is far more powerful than sheer willpower. 6. Be kind to yourself, but get back on track. You will have off days. You might slip up and overspend or miss a savings transfer. That's okay. The key isn't perfection, it's resilience. Acknowledge the slip, learn from it without judgment, and immediately get back on track. Consistency is about showing up most of the time, not all the time. Building unshakable financial discipline isn't about being a financial guru, it's about becoming a master of your own habits. It's about leveraging psychology to make good financial choices the path of least resistance. This foundation of discipline is what truly enables your financial goals to materialize, transforming intentions into tangible wealth and peace of mind. In our next chapter, we'll explore another powerful aspect of the money mindset, cultivating gratitude and an abundance mentality, shifting away from scarcity. Chapter 9, The Power of Gratitude and Abundance. We've laid the groundwork for intentional financial goals and the unshakable discipline needed to pursue them. Now, let's explore a more subtle, yet profoundly impactful, aspect of your money mindset, the power of gratitude and the cultivation of an abundance mentality. This might seem counterintuitive. When we think about money, we often focus on what we don't have, what we need to acquire, or what we fear losing. This is the realm of scarcity. But true financial mastery, and indeed a richer life, often begins with appreciating what is, shifting our focus from lack to sufficiency and beyond. Shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. A scarcity mindset is the belief that there's not enough to go around. It operates from a place of fear of running out, fear of not having enough, fear that if someone else gains, you must lose. This mindset can manifest in many ways. Hoarding resources, even when they're not scarce. Feeling anxious about spending, even on necessities. Being resentful of others' success. A persistent feeling of not enough, no matter how much you have. This mental framework creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you constantly focus on lack, your brain is wired to find evidence of that lack, reinforcing the belief. It can stifle creativity, limit opportunities, and lead to a perpetual sense of anxiety. An abundance mindset, by contrast, is the belief that there is plenty for everyone, and that resources can expand. It's rooted in optimism and possibility. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. Instead, it means seeing opportunities rather than just obstacles. Believing in growth, both personal and financial. Feeling secure even in uncertainty. Celebrating others' success as inspiration, not competition. Moving from scarcity to abundance isn't an overnight flip of a switch, it's a gradual shift in perspective, nurtured through conscious practice. Practicing financial gratitude for what you have. The most powerful tool for cultivating an abundance mindset is gratitude. Regularly acknowledging and appreciating what you do have in your financial life is a profound practice that rewires your brain. Consider the roof over your head. Even if you rent, you have shelter. The food on your table, access to sustenance, which many in the world lack. Your ability to earn income, the skills, education, or opportunities that allow you to generate money. Your savings, no matter how small, every dollar saved is a testament to your discipline and foresight. Access to essential services, clean water, electricity, internet, transportation, things many take for granted. The simple convenience of modern banking, the ability to pay bills with a click, transfer money instantly, or track your finances. How to practice financial gratitude. 1. Start a gratitude journal. Dedicate a few minutes each day to write down 3 to 5 specific things you are financially grateful for. Be specific. Instead of, "I'm grateful for money," write, "I'm grateful for the consistent income that allows me to comfortably pay my rent each month," or, "I'm grateful for the automated investment plan that's slowly building my future security." 2. Regular gratitude moments. Take mental pauses throughout your day to acknowledge small financial conveniences. As you pay a bill, think about the service it provides. As you fill your car with gas, appreciate the freedom of movement it offers. 3. Reframing challenges. When a financial challenge arises, instead of solely focusing on the difficulty, try to identify any hidden lessons or what you do have to help overcome it. Even during a market downturn, you can be grateful for the opportunity to buy assets at a lower price. Practicing financial gratitude doesn't make problems disappear, but it shifts your internal state. It moves you from a place of chronic anxiety to one of contentment and appreciation. This positive internal state can, in turn, open your mind to new possibilities and solutions you might have overlooked when clouded by scarcity. The link between generosity and personal wealth. This concept might be the most surprising, yet it's deeply rooted in the psychology of abundance, the profound link between generosity and personal wealth. It often feels like generosity means giving away what you have, thereby making yourself less wealthy. However, a true abundance mindset understands that giving doesn't diminish, it often expands. Psychological returns. When you give, whether it's money, time, or expertise, it fosters a sense of purpose and contribution. This feeling of positive impact enhances your overall well-being and sense of personal wealth, far beyond monetary value. It reinforces the belief that you have enough to share, which further entrains the abundance mindset. Networking and opportunities. Generosity can indirectly open doors. Helping others, sharing insights, or making connections can lead to new collaborations, business opportunities, or a stronger professional network. People are more likely to support those who are genuinely generous. Reciprocity. The principle of reciprocity suggests that when you give, others are more inclined to give back, either directly or indirectly. This isn't about transactional giving, but a natural human tendency to return kindness. Reduced scarcity thinking. When you are generous, it consciously or unconsciously signals to your brain that you have enough to share. This directly challenges scarcity programming and reinforces an abundance mindset, making it easier to attract and create more. Generosity isn't just about large charitable donations. It's about small acts too. Tipping generously when service is good. Lending a helping hand to a colleague. Sharing valuable financial insights with a friend. Volunteering your time. By consciously integrating generosity into your financial life, you reinforce your belief in abundance, not scarcity. You prove to yourself that you have enough, and that giving is not a loss, but a powerful act that can enhance your sense of wealth and well-being in multifaceted ways. Cultivating gratitude and embracing an abundance mindset are not passive acts, they are active practices that profoundly reshape your inner world. When your mind is focused on what you have and what is possible, rather than what you lack, you unlock new levels of financial creativity, resilience, and ultimately, a richer and more fulfilling life. In our next chapter, we'll turn our attention to the inevitable challenges and setbacks that arise in any financial journey, and how to navigate them with resilience and a growth mindset. Chapter 10: Navigating Financial Stress and Setbacks. We've talked about setting goals, building discipline, and cultivating an abundance mindset. These are powerful tools for proactively building wealth. But the reality of life, and especially financial life, is that it's rarely a straight line upwards. Challenges, unexpected expenses, market downturns, and personal setbacks are an inevitable part of the journey. This chapter is about acknowledging that reality and equipping you with the mental tools to navigate financial stress and setbacks with resilience. Even the most disciplined individuals will face moments of financial anxiety, fear, or disappointment. The true measure of your money mindset isn't the absence of these challenges, but how effectively you respond to them. Coping mechanisms for financial anxiety and stress. Financial stress can be debilitating. It can impact your sleep, your relationships, your health, and your overall well-being. When you feel that tightening in your chest, that constant worry about money, it's crucial to have healthy coping mechanisms. 1. Acknowledge and validate your feelings. The first step is to recognize that what you're feeling is normal. Financial anxiety is a valid human response to perceived threats to our security. Don't try to suppress or judge your emotions. Simply notice them. I am feeling anxious about my bills right now, and that's okay. 2. Separate emotion from fact. When stress hits, our minds can catastrophize. The small problem becomes an insurmountable disaster. Take a breath and ask yourself, what are the facts of this situation, separate from my emotional interpretation? What is the actual number? What is the immediate actionable step? 3. Focus on what you can control. Financial stress often stems from a feeling of being out of control. Identify the elements you can influence. You might not control the stock market, but you can control your spending, your saving rate, or your efforts to increase income. Shift your energy to these actionable areas. 4. Break down the problem. A large financial problem can feel overwhelming. Break it down into the smallest possible, actionable steps. Instead of, I need to pay off $10,000 in debt, focus on, I need to call my credit card company to discuss payment options today, or, I will find one small expense to cut this week. Small wins build confidence. 5. Seek support, not isolation. Shame and embarrassment often lead to financial isolation. But talking about your stress with a trusted friend, family member, partner, or a professional, like a financial therapist or counselor, can be incredibly liberating. A problem shared is often a problem halved, and others can offer perspective or practical help. 6. Practice self-care. When stressed, our physical and mental health are often the first to suffer. Ensure you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritiously, exercising, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and help you relax, even if it's just for a few minutes. A clear mind is better equipped to handle financial challenges. 7. Limit exposure to triggers. If constant news headlines about economic doom fuel your anxiety, limit your news consumption. If comparing yourself to others on social media stresses you out, take a break. Protect your mental space. Learning from mistakes without dwelling on them. No one makes perfect financial decisions all the time. We buy investments that underperform, we overspend, we miss opportunities. The key is not to avoid mistakes, but to learn from them without dwelling in regret or self-blame. The post-mortem mindset, when something goes wrong, instead of, I'm such an idiot for doing that, shift to, what can I learn from this experience? Objectively analyze what happened. What was your decision-making process? What information did you miss? What emotion was driving you? Separate identity from outcome. A financial mistake doesn't define your worth as a person. You are not a failure because an investment didn't work out. You are a person who made a decision that, in hindsight, could have been different. This separation prevents self-judgment from paralyzing future action. Forgive yourself. Holding on to financial regret is like carrying a heavy backpack. It drains your energy and prevents you from moving forward. Acknowledge the mistake, extract the lesson, and then consciously choose to forgive yourself and release the burden. This frees up mental and emotional space for positive action. Focus on the next step. Once you've learned the lesson, immediately shift your focus to what you will do differently next time. The past is for learning, the future is for acting. Building financial resilience and a growth mindset in the face of challenges. Ultimately, navigating financial stress and setbacks is about building financial resilience, your ability to bounce back, adapt, and even grow stronger in the face of adversity. This is deeply intertwined with cultivating a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that your abilities and intelligence are static. In finance, this would sound like, I'm just bad with money, or I'll never understand investing. When faced with a setback, a fixed mindset leads to giving up, reinforcing the belief in inherent inability. A growth mindset, popularized by Carol Dweck, believes that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. In finance, this means, I might not understand this now, but I can learn, or this setback is a lesson that will make me a smarter investor. To cultivate a growth mindset in finance. 1. Embrace challenges as opportunities. View every financial setback, every moment of stress, as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve your financial skills and wisdom. 2. Value effort and learning. Focus on the process of learning and consistent effort, rather than solely on immediate outcomes. Even if an investment doesn't yield immediate results, the knowledge gained from researching it is invaluable. 3. Seek and embrace feedback. From your results, your financial statements, your budget, and your investment performance are all giving you feedback. Don't ignore it. Use it to adjust your strategies. 4. Learn from others' setbacks. Look at stories of successful individuals who faced financial ruin and bounced back. Their resilience can be a powerful source of inspiration and teach you practical lessons. 5. Reframe failures as data. Instead of, "I failed," think, "That didn't work as expected. What new data did I gather?" This neutral framing helps you analyze objectively and move forward. Building financial resilience isn't about avoiding the storms, it's about learning to sail through them. By adopting healthy coping mechanisms, learning from mistakes without dwelling, and embracing a growth mindset, you transform potential disasters into powerful stepping stones towards true financial mastery and enduring peace of mind. In our next chapter, we'll begin to integrate all these psychological insights with the practical world of investing, showing how a strong money mindset can fundamentally improve your portfolio performance. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and share this video. Also don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, so that you don't miss out the next video. For now, you can continue with the next video or can go through the complete playlist provided here.